Hello again, everyone. Today we're back in my living room, which means I want to read you another one of my favorite stories. This story is called Weaving the Rainbow. And this book was written by George Ella Lyon, and it was illustrated by Stephanie Anderson. So Stephanie Anderson did the pictures for this book. And just by looking at the front page, I'm noticing that there are sheep on the front cover. So I want you to make a guess or a prediction about what you think this book might be about, based on the title, Weaving the Rainbow, and the pictures, which show many sheep. Okay. I love this first picture because you can see there are lots of sheep and they're on pasture. And there's that blue sky in the background. It's very beautiful to me. Standing at her fence, the weaver sees rainbow sheep grazing in her pasture. It is spring now. It is shearing time. It says that she sees rainbow sheep. Do you see rainbow sheep? I don't see rainbow sheep. I wonder what she means by that. When they were born a year ago, in the dark barn on cold March nights, when the weaver watched their mothers lick them clean for the first time, their coats were white. There's a little baby lamb. And they were white when she turned them out into April fields. And in July, when she washed and combed them and loaded them into the trailer for their trip to the state fair, they were white and bright and they won first prize. But they were getting closer to the rainbow. Fall brought their first shearing. Shearing is when they shave the sheep of all of their wool. So now you can see that they don't have as much wool on. Fall brought their first shearing. Then, as the days turned cold, their winter wool grew in. It kept them warm right through the snow. Yeah, they need all of that wool to stay warm in the winter, but they don't need it in the summer, or else they get way too hot. Now that it's spring again, their coats are too hot, so the weaver pins each yearling. A yearling is a sheep that's 1 year old. That's why it has the word year in it. So the weaver pins each yearling between her legs and clips the rich wool close. It comes off in one piece, sheep shape. The wool is shaped like a sheep. It's sheep shape. White and springy this fleece, but carrying it from the pasture, the weaver sees rainbows. What do you think she's going to do with all of that wool? She sees rainbows. I wonder what that means. She combs the wools free of sticks and burrs, washes out dirt and stains, cards it, that means she brushes it, till the strands all go the same way, and spins it, pulling and twisting a skein from the fluff till it's long and strong enough to weave. When spinning is done, the weaver draws a plan. Then she makes her dyes from plants she has gathered. Indigo, goldenrod, madder, those are all plants that she's using to dye the wool. She's cooking up a rainbow. In big pots, she soaks the wool like dyeing eggs. So you can see the wool is in this big pot of dye made from plants. When she gets the color she wants, she hangs the yarn to dry. She won't be making cloth to wear, she'll be weaving a picture. Doing with wool what a painter does with paint. Next, the weaver warps her loom. She ties her different colored yarn to the back beam. Then she pulls strand by strand to the front. There she ties it again, making the warp. When it's time to weave deep blue, she'll wind that color on the shuttle the way a painter dips her paintbrush in paint. Then she'll guide the shuttle over and under the warp to make a weft. Finally, she begins, feet on the treadles, hands on the shuttle, back and forth, back and forth. From the wool of her white sheep, she weaves Kentucky pastures. Green grass, evergreen, willow yellow, red bud, purple shadow, shy sky blue. She's weaving. I wonder what she's weaving. From wool looped across her hand, she weaves in lambs and their mamas. White sheep in rainbow pastures, she weaves white sheep. So she took all of that wool from her sheep and she dyed it and she spun it into this beautiful picture that featured her white sheep on the nice green pasture. And then if you look back to the end of the book and the picture at the beginning, you notice that it looks like the weaving that she did. And that's that book, Weaving the Rainbow, written by George Ella Lyon, illustrated by Stephanie Anderson. Thanks for listening. See you next time.